New product overview video for the new Lionel Railroad Speeder. These speeders are available in Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, Pennsylvania, CSX, BNSF, Maintenance of Way, New York Central, and Canadian National, such as the model here. Out of the package you will receive the owner's manual and one replacement traction tire. Also, the railroad speeder itself. These railroad speeders are equipped with Lionel TMCC1 command control. They feature directional LED lighting and a flashing strobe lamp on the roof of the speeder. These speeders feature a die-cast truck, plastic body, and a die-cast truck frame. The command-controlled speeder is only equipped with one switch. That switch is located on the underside of the car and is clearly labeled Program and Run. In the program position for conventional operators, program is used to lock the unit into one directional state at all times. For command operators, placing the switch in the program position allows you to assign the locomotive ID number. Placing the switch in the run position allows you to operate the engine under that ID number. For conventional operators, the run position is used to attain all three directional states. Now, before we get the locomotive on the track, we want to make sure that we perform a little preventive maintenance to ensure longevity and good operation of this speeder. To do so, we're going to use our oil applicator with the needle tip on the end, and we're going to place a small drop of oil right on the axle where it goes through the bearing block of the truck. And we want to do this to both sides of the truck block and to all four sides of the axle. We also want to place a small drop of oil on the axle for the collector itself. Small drop is all that's necessary, and you can work it in with your finger. This will ensure that the collector does not squeak or squeal while it's going down the track. Now we're ready to get our speeder on the track and show you what it'll do. Before we put the railroad speeder on the track, we need to first tell our legacy remote what this locomotive is. Since the cab number is 29931, using our numbering convention of the last two digits, we'll assign it engine 31. So on our legacy remote, we'll press engine 31. You'll see on the top of the screen it says cab 1 mode. This is the mode of operation that you want to run your speeder in. If you set your speeder to legacy control, the locomotive will not respond to commands. The reason for that is the speeder has an 8-bit receiver in it, and if you send it 9-bit data, it will not be able to communicate between the base and the speeder. So let's assume that your cab does not say cab 1 mode. You want to press the info button, and then you want to press the scroll button one time. We come to type. We can set the type as diesel. That's fine. Press scroll again. We want to set our control to cab 1. Cab 1 mode must display on this screen. Press scroll one more time, and it does not have sounds, so we can choose no sounds. To exit this menu, we press the info key. We'll take this opportunity to talk about the features that this speeder has, which is a strobe light on the top. So you have the red thumb wheel, which will control your speed. Pressing down on the direction button will change the direction, which the front headlight will turn off, the rear headlight will turn on. Using the aux1 or straight arrow key and number 9 will turn on the strobe light, and using aux1 and the number 8 key will turn the top strobe light off. You can toggle between on and off anytime you'd like. If you shut the power off, if you turn the strobe light off, turn off the power, come back later, turn the power on, the strobe light will remain off until you press aux1 and 9 to turn that strobe light back on. The speeders are only equipped with a program run switch, which is located on the underside of the speeder. So pick the speeder up, place the switch in the program position and place it back on the rails. Apply power. Upon initial power up, you'll get a quick blink of that red strobe light. And you want to address it. I believe we said engine 31. We've already set our remote up to cab 1 mode. So all we have to do is press engine 31 and hit the set button. When we hit set, you'll notice that the strobe light blinks strangely, as does the front headlight. That's all that's required to program the locomotive: engine, number, and set. Even though this is a locomotive that only has an 8-bit receiver, it does not require an auxiliary program code for that strobe light to flash. The flashing strobe light is hard-coded into the software in the board. So we simply turn off the power, pick the item up, place it back in the run position, place it back on the track, and we're ready to get underway. The commands on the speeder are very simple. We address engine 31, turning the red wheel clockwise will get the locomotive to begin moving. The front headlight will remain on whenever it's moving forward, and the strobe light will remain on until you turn it off. To turn the strobe light off, you simply press aux 1 or the straight arrow key and number 8 on either the legacy remote touchpad or number 8 on a cab 1. That will shut the strobe light off. To turn the strobe light back on, simply press 9, and the strobe light will begin flashing once again. We hit the direction button, the front headlight turns off, and the rear headlight turns on. Turning the throttle, the speeder will move in the opposite direction. Pretty simple operation. It does respond to command control, operates in a conventional environment, providing there's no command signal present, and it's a great little addition to any layout. What's really nice about these speeders is the collectors are spaced as such that they'll easily glide over 027, 031, 072, and all fast track switches. Really nice addition to any layout.